Here we go again. Did you join me earlier for the Tommy Robinson video? If not, catch up. We'll go through some Tommy Robinson stuff there. It's amazing that he's in Israel. But in tonight's stream, being that it's a Friday evening, we've got some news articles to go through that are quite shocking. And if there's anything you want to say, you can come up and say it. Just ask for the link in the chat and I will post it. That's the way we roll. Yo, beats and tapes. Good evening. Lucky you reminded me earlier saying, are you on late? I was like, oh my word, it's Friday. I mean, I've lost my days. I blame the flu for forgetting. Lucky you said I would have just done it without, because I think I missed a Friday before. I just completely forgot. My bad. Not very professional. Not in the slightest. But I've got some news. What's going on in the news? There's a few things. Got some things up here and here. Yes, I've got a screen here, I've got a screen here, and I've got a screen here, and I've got a screen down there. I've got it all going on. I don't know why. Just making like an easy job hard, I expect. But trying to keep it so I don't have to keep flinking all the screens. I've just got it there. I can read that. Oh, I can read that. Living a dream. Having a custard cream. But the news. Like it says, actually, in the title, Keir Starmer slaps down Sadiq Khan. I mean, just that in itself, you think, yes. Hello again. Good evening. Yes, it's only been about 2 or 3 hours, isn't it? Literally, had me din-dins, made a brew, come up, got all sorted. But you can see the reflections on everything because of my screens. Can't really make them any darker. I wouldn't be able to read them. That'd be funny. But what I need is going to be right in front of me. But I just could not miss it. I thought, yes, if Sadiq Khan's going to get slapped down, even if it's by Keir Starmer. I mean, they're both a pair of absolute melon heads. But Sadiq Khan needs to be told a few things. Because the man's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's got to be the worst London mayor in the history of this country. And the thing was, like, when he came out of it, I don't know if you know, but he turned around and said that the chant, river to the sea, Palestine will be free, is not anti-Semitic. Yep, it's calling for the genocide of the Jews. From the river to the sea. That's from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. Palestine will be free, i.e. no Israel, no Jews. That's not anti-Semitic. That is how stupid Sadiq Khan is. But we know he's a Muslim. We know he follows Islam. We know he sympathises with a man that's supposed to be the biggest thing since sliced bread, but alas, he is just what we call a paedophile who married a 6-year-old, so-called Prophet Muhammad. But he defends it. Of course he does. Of course he does. But Keir Starmer brutally slapped down Sadiq Khan after the London mayor claimed that the anti-Israel chant from the river to the sea is not anti-Semitic. What? The Prime Minister said the chant is anti-Semitic in a direct contradiction to the mayor. And that's what he told Donald Trump. Apparently last Thursday, Mr. Khan was asked at mayoral, I can't even, shall I start again? Mr. Khan was asked at mayoral question time if he believed that pro-Palestine protesters are screaming out from the river to the sea is anti-Semitic. And of course, Sadiq Khan, what did he say? I don't think it's anti-Semitic. I think it's all about context. Well, we know about him and that Sarah Hall at that meeting with context, don't we? The bloke is an absolute pillock. Oh, what do you mean by that? Could you ask that again? But, sad IQ Khan. about context. It doesn't matter what context it's in. If you're saying from the river to the sea, you are literally saying wipe out all the Jews, get rid of Israel. And apparently, he was asked on the Monday by Lee Anderson whether she agreed with the mayor. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood refused to give an answer. What does that tell you? Shabana Mahmood refused to give an answer because she knows. As obviously Sadiq Khan and Shabana Mahmood are both followers of Islam and the paedophile prophet. So they're not going to say a word, are they? But Keir Starmer did literally just said straightforward, yes, it is anti-Semitic. He told the Jewish Chronicle, the first task I had as leader of the Labour Party was to root out anti-Semitism in my party. I made that the first priority. I knew that we wouldn't be able to put ourselves before the electorate before we dealt with that in our party. I mean, it's still there now, though, isn't it? So what do you want to say when you've got someone like Sadiq Khan saying that? I think we need to take the same approach with the country, with the same determination in relation to anti-Semitism. Don't know what to say. But Keir Starmer did say he takes a strong view on this, and it is anti-Semitism. So I think we need to absolutely address it. That's why I've asked the Home Secretary to carry out a review, and she's already moving on the cumulative impact. But she doesn't answer this. How does that work then? That makes no sense. Shabana Mahmood refuses to answer whether From the River to the Sea is anti-Semitic, but she's on the case. Good evening, Slim. Hope you're well. Sado can't. Yes, I see what you're saying, Nikki. Yes, definitely. Old Keir Starmer said, we dealt with cases in my own party where people have used that expression and we've taken action against them. Well, are you going to take action against Sadiq Khan then? So I'm not just saying to you here today that is the record I have as leader of my party. Well, we can do about Sadiq Khan then, because obviously I'd sack him. Just get rid of him. I mean, he's the worst mayor ever. Responding to Sadiq Khan's defence of the phrase, Sir James cleverly blasted, "From the river to the sea" is a chant that calls for wiping the world's only Jewish state from the map. It is patently absurd to claim it is not anti-Semitic. Against the backdrop of regular hate marches on the streets of London, Sadiq Khan has once again let the capital's Jewish community down. Yes, because even though they're saying, they're protests. Pro-Palestine, from the river to the sea, that protest. No, they're hate marches, and they should all be banned on the grounds of being hate marches. So, what can I say? The hate marches. Can't stand Sadiq Khan. I wonder what his thing is on the whether Jews should be allowed to visit for the Aston Villa match. The Tel Aviv fans. I wonder what he'd say about that. Reform UK's London Assembly leader Alex Wilson condemned the mayor's appalling record at tackling anti-Semitism. Yeah, because he's a follower of Islam. The man's a Muslim. He hates Jews. We all know what From the River to the Sea means. It means wiping out all Jews. We all know what globalise the Intifada means. It means murdering Jews on British streets. These are calling for death to Jews. But Sadiq is not prepared to admit this, he said. Well, at least Alex Wilson's on the ball, actually says it the way it is. My word. This is a chant soaked in anti-Semitism, and it should be made completely unacceptable. not excused, concurred Lord Wolney, which is John Woodcock, the former government advisor on political violence. Anyone who thinks it's okay for people to chant that hateful phrase needs to consider what it is calling for Palestine to be free from. They mean free from Jews. But they've been there like October the 6th and all that before doing what they do. And they. So you're telling me from the river to the sea, according to Sadiq Khan, is not anti-Semitic. That's how stupid this man is. But it basically proves, if that's what they're saying, it's anti-Semitic, for them to be out doing it proves they're not protests, they're hate marches. So all those marches in London should be banned. It's all about hate. But the people who are pro-Palestine, they ain't got a clue. They have not got a clue. They don't even know what they're pro-Palestine in. Do they? What? Pro-Palestine? Oh, what? Is that just a thing? Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do that. So it makes zero sense. But what can I say? What can I say? We got someone like Sadiq Khan, literally. How is it not? How is it not anti-Semitic? That's what I want to know. I mean, blimey. Do you think people are stupid? But this is one that make you laugh, because I basically said so on a stream before that did I not clearly state that you got no chance that Hamas will disarm? Well, apparently, like this is literally within about an hour ago it come up, saying Hamas aims to keep grip on Gaza security and can't commit to disarm, senior officials said. Wow. Hamas intends to maintain security control in Gaza during an interim period, a senior Hamas official has said, adding he could not commit to the group disarming, positions that reflect the difficulties facing US plans to secure an end to the war. We said that Hamas would not disarm. They come up with any excuse, left, right, and centre. And they're saying they want Israel to disarm, literally, so they can attack them again. And they're saying, like, oh, yeah, we can disarm and that, we can have some peace for 5 to 10 years. What? So they're literally just admitting 5, 10 years, they can do it again. They're going to attack Israel. It's not going to stop. It is literally not going to stop. Don't know what we can really say about that, but that is Hamas for you. Hamas member Mohammed Nazal also said the group was ready for a ceasefire of up to 5 years to rebuild devastated Gaza, with guarantees for what happens afterwards, depending on Palestinians being given horizons and hope for statehood. You got no chance. Literally, you try and genocide the Jews, and they're like, oh, we want statehood. There is no Palestine. You're trying to steal Jewish land. It's Judea and Samaria. You are the occupiers. Palestinians are the occupiers. They're literally on land that is not theirs, all because of Arafat, like 60 odd years ago, just inventing it as they go. 4,000 years of history, 60 years of history. 4,000 years of history, 60 years of history. Let me think. They even come up with that stupid flag which they borrowed from every other country around them, trying to like come up with something quick. Oh yes, this is our land. No, it's not. It's never been your land. You are literally the occupiers, and you want to claim Israel for being occupiers. How does that work? It's absolutely pathetic. Hamas politicians have long resided, and Nazal defended the group's crackdown in Gaza, where it carries out public executions on Monday. It literally carried out public executions Monday. You might have seen the footage. It's a bit gruesome, but that's what they do. And they want a statehood called Palestine so they can literally have 5 years to rebuild. And they said up to 5 years. So what are they planning then? another attack against the Jews because it says in the Quran. There were always exceptional measures during war, and those executed were criminals guilty of killing, he said. How would you know that? Where's the evidence for that? They ain't got none of it. They're literally just like, yeah, whatever, boom. They don't care. It's Hamas. They're killing all and everyone for whatever reason. Whenever our politicians are afraid to say a word against the followers of Alan Snackbar. Yes, they are. They're literally like a scared little rabbit between the headlights. You know, they're pathetic. Oh no, we can't say anything about Islam. No, can't say anything about the paedophile prophet. No, can't say anything about Aisha having to scrape semen off the prophet's clothes because he's gay. Yet they kill all gays, knowing their prophet's gay. How can you have a homosexual prophet and then claim that you would kill all gays? You're like, well, okay, so you'd actually kill your own prophet, really, wouldn't you, idiots? Hamas will only buy more arms with millions we've just given them. Yeah, exactly. I mean, because Iran obviously had no money because Trump wouldn't give them none. And then Biden come in. So Biden then gave them billions. Then Trump's coming again and gone, why do you think Iran has just like bankrolled Hezbollah and bloomin' Hamas? Oh, yeah, because Biden gave them all the money again. All Iran's proxy wars, aren't they? They're not stupid. That's basically it. Invade and replace, literally. The techno crusade is on the way. You can bank on it. El Zut. Yeah. That's why he's gay. He's gay. I don't know what. They're just full of it. I mean, Hamas, they're literally everything that's wrong with this planet, as is Islam. While Hamas has broadly expressed these views before, the timing of Nazal's comments demonstrates the major obstacles obstructing efforts to cement a full end to the war in Gaza days after the first phase of the ceasefire was agreed. Hamas are not going to do anything that they are expected to do or should be doing. There'll be the usual, oh yeah, we're doing that, and then they know they're not. They point to big gaps between Hamas's position and US President Donald Trump's plan for Gaza, ahead of negotiations expected to address Hamas's weapons and how Gaza is governed. Asked for comments on Nazal's remarks, the Israeli Prime Minister's office said Israel was committed to the ceasefire agreement and continued to uphold and fulfill its side of the plan. Bearing in mind this is something Hamas started and now they're playing victim and crying because obviously Israel literally handed them their asses on a plate. Hamas is supposed to release all hostages in stage 1 and it hasn't. Hamas knows where the bodies of our hostages are. Hamas are to be disarmed under this agreement. No ifs, no buts. And they haven't. Hamas need to adhere to the 20-point plan. They are running out of time, they said in a statement. But they are, because I told them they're not going to do it. They will not disarm. They've been saying, oh, Israel needs to disarm, and they start trying to like use the word, the big, buzzwords like genocide and that. What are you on about? It's Islam that goes around ethnically cleansing and genociding. Why do you think all you got Islamic states all across the east? Why do you think there's Muslims in India? Because when they were conquered, it was like convert or die. I mean, blimey heck. Trump's September the 29 plan called for Hamas to immediately return all hostages before committing to disarmament and ceding governance of Gaza to a technocratic committee overseen by an international transitional body. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu supported the plan, saying it would dismantle Hamas's military capabilities, end its political rule, and ensure that Gaza would never again pose a threat to Israel. Yet there they are saying, "Oh yeah, well, we'll have peace for 5 years. Yeah, we're not going to put down our weapons, and as we speak, we're going to be shooting people in the head on the streets." How's that going to go then? They're just not going to listen in any shape or form. Yes, I heard millions of condoms. Most missed the point of it. Latex is energy dense. They made propellant from them. Not good. They say it's always darkest before the dawn. It will get worse before it gets better. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. It's gonna be a nightmare. Hamas ain't gonna do nothing. They're just pure evil. Hey, Mr. P, how you doing? Hope you're good. Yeah, I got reminded by Beats and Tapes earlier. It's like, are you doing it late? I'm like, oh my god, it's Friday. Oh yeah, Friday, 7:00. Yeah, I'm on it. I would have forgot. I think I forgot last week. How bad. But I'd done me Tommy Robinson earlier, and then for some reason I completely forgot that it's Friday. So yeah. So my usual wizardry self, I'm being forgetful. So yeah. So yes, not really making myself look good, am I? Forgetful. But where are we? Hamas-led militants killed 1,200 people and abducted another 251 during the October-December attacks on Israel. That basically triggered the war, didn't it? Let's be honest. And guess what? Hamas are like, we're the victims. Oh, yeah, you got your ass handed to you on a plate. You just don't like it. Israel's military response killed nearly 68,000 people in Gaza, according to local authorities. You say that, but the figures from Hamas and the UN, they're like plagiarized a bit, but you know. But either way, I mean, the population's over 5.5 million that I said to you. It's not a genocide. Pummeled by Israel in the war, the Palestinian Islamist group is under intense pressure to disarm and surrender control of Gaza or risk a resumption of the conflict. And I know which way it's going to go. We're not stupid, are we? I mean, we're talking about Islamic ideology here. Asked if Hamas would give up its arms, Nazal said on Wednesday, I can't answer whether yes or no. And it's in the agreement that you would. Oh, all right then. Frankly, it depends on the nature of the project. The disarmament project you're talking about, what does it mean? To whom will the weapons be handed over? See what I mean? Any excuse, because they're worried, because they know, because if they got no weapons, they feel a bit, you know, they grow up like with AK-47s in their hands. So, yeah, to not have it, they're like, no, Israel can disarm. Disarm Israel. We'll keep our arms, and then once they've disarmed, we can go in and murder all the Jews and like genocide. But what we do is we claim Israel is genociding us, even though it's not. And we keep saying it because people are out there that stupid. They believe it. After its response to Nazal's remarks, the White House directed Reuters to comment by Trump on Thursday. We have a commitment from them, and I assume they're going to honour their commitment. Trump said. Oh, really? Don't think so. Noting that Hamas had returned more bodies, but without elaborating on the issue of it disarming or its interim presence on the ground. Because they're killing people now as we speak. And half of it is they're trying to make out for this reason or that reason. Why would you have anyone out on the streets and shoot them in the head? Why would you do that? Oh, because you're Hamas and it's Islamic ideology. Nazal also said the group had no interest in keeping the remaining bodies of deceased hostages since seized in the October the 7th attacks. Hamas handed over at least 9 out of 28 bodies. What about the other 19 then? It was encountering technical problems recovering more, he said, because I don't know where they are, as in that international parties such as Turkey or the US would help search if needed. Yeah, literally, you don't know where they are. A senior Turkish official said last week that Turkey would take part in a joint task force along with Israel, the US, Qatar, and Egypt to locate the bodies. What made me laugh at that is everyone's like, we're going to drop all charges against Hamas and its leaders and everything that they've done, like the whole genocide. But they want to press charges against Netanyahu and Israel. What? They are the victims of Islamic terrorism and Hamas wanting to start a war, and you're telling me now that they're going to give back all the hostages, they get all their psychos back, and then Hamas can rebuild, but no one's going to be arrested or charged or anything like that, but they're going to go after Netanyahu. Are they that stupid? That's pathetic. Hamas agreed on October the 4th to release the hostages and hand over governance to a technocratic committee, but said other matters needed to be addressed within a wider Palestinian framework. It released all living hostages on Monday. Nazal said the phase 2 negotiations will begin soon. But there's no point in phase 2, really, because they haven't done phase 1. Isn't it? Because at no point should there be any hope for Palestinians. Like, just get rid of it. We don't need Palestine. We've got enough Islamic states, Sharia law, and the barbaric, like going back to 700 BC. We don't need it. Do not need it. So, yeah. Yeah, I did notice, yeah. They would have just been RAPD'd and murdered and that. And that Tommy video earlier where the Jewish bloke was saying, like, literally they used nails, this, that, and everything else, and to the point where it's used on genitalia. They didn't know if they were looking at a male or a female because the abuse was that bad. I mean, it's pure, it's just barbaric. But proves that Islam hates women and Jews. That's why that, the Quran says you can beat your woman. What more do you need to know? But yeah, you're right, mate. Hamas will never stop, not ever. Force is the only thing they respect. Yep, and that's why they're out. Like, they're literally murdering in the streets now. It's all Islamic ideology. It's just like they're thick as pig's poo. But I mean, you're following a man that married a 6-year-old. You know that it's not ever going to end well, is it? Oh, I got coffee. It's a Friday. I thought you'll be having a beer and a cigarette, Slim. There are 50 other Muslim countries. Why come here? Exactly. And I've actually seen it, actually, Nicky. Now you reminded me. There's a bloke, right? And he said, people said to me, like, why didn't I go to another Islamic country? He said, because they're already followers of Islam, whereas there's more people to convert in the UK. So we come here. So they literally admit they come here to convert us and obviously then abuse the whole system. But basically, in a nutshell, Hamas, they're wasting people's time. So they literally can't commit. So what can I say? What can I say? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We need to get rid of Islam. Get rid of it. Pure evil. We don't need it. Don't want it. We don't need it. Just ban it. I wonder, where would you stand legally speaking if you banned Islam as a cult? The ideology, even MI5 issues ISIS and Al Qaeda warning A shock new figure on child terror suspects emerges. Child terror. Oh, there's literally, like, there is no hope for Islam. There is no hope whatsoever. Jewish people, yep, Jewish people again, are of more interest to Islamist fanatics and right-wing extremists, the head of MI5 admitted. Well, hang on. We're on about right-wing. The far right. That's like Tommy Robinson and co. That makes zero sense. But apparently, Ken McCallum said there are well-developed protection plans for British Jews, so much so that, you can't go and watch Aston Villa football match. But he conceded terrorists are uniquely fascinated with Jewish people. They're not uniquely fascinated, are they? It's written in the Quran, you absolute melon. What is wrong with these people? Are they that retarded? No, Islamic terrorism. Oh, we need to find the cause. It's in the title. Islamic terrorism. They know what it is, but no one wants to address it. It's like, oh my God, yeah, it's a religion. It's not the religion of peace. It's a religion of hate and death and torture and paedophilia. But we're not allowed to say anything, so we can't address it. So basically, it's Islamic terrorism, but we don't know why, even though it's called Islamic terrorism. I mean, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. The clue's in the title, and everyone's got to ignore it because they're scared of being like Islamophobic or racist. I mean, it's pathetic. Just Islam terrorism. So they know exactly what the cause is, but they can't be bothered to read the Quran or Hadith or anything else, do any research to actually work out why, even though it calls for the death of Jews and Christians. No, we don't know why there is such a thing as Islamic terrorism. We don't know. Okay, nothing to see here. We will address it, though. All words, no action, because we're scared. As Ken warned, Al Qaeda and Islamic State are once again becoming more ambitious. The Director General of MI5 added, they are both personally encouraging and indirectly inciting would-be attackers in the West. Jihad al-Shami, yes, his name was Jihad. I still can't get over that. Jihad. Jihad's supposed to mean struggle, but they use it as like call to action. Jihad al-Shami. Anyway, Jihad al-Shami's horrific vehicle and knife attack outside Heaton Park Synagogue has reignited fears over the security of Jewish people in Britain. 2 people were killed and 4 more were injured in the atrocity. So Ken said, my team, working with their colleagues in the police, are alert to the possibility of a terrorist attack of some form. Islamic terrorist attack, just so you know where it's coming from. Islam. We don't then unpack underneath that headline threat the threat assessments against any individual sectors, targets, constituencies. Sadly, the Jewish community tends to receive more than its share of interest on the part of extremists of various flavours. So basically what you're admitting is you haven't got a clue about Islam. You haven't got a clue about the Jew hatred in the Quran. And you're just sitting there absolutely bold as brass going, oh, yeah, we'll do this and that, but we don't know why why are Jews picked on? I mean, are they absolutely stupid? Absolutely pathetic. Yep, that's it. Kill the Jews and then the Christians. Kill the Saturday people, then the Sunday people. See an unbeliever, behead them. Do you know what I mean? They're coming up with this. Oh, we don't know why Jews are picked on more than any other, because it says so in their so-called religious texts, you prat. Pat's lower straps. You're all right, geese. It's back, geese. They keep going on about the far right. They mean the people that just want to be left alone. Oh, it's weird that they're saying that, the far right, because they're trying to say, like, Tommy Robinson's anti-Muslim rhetoric and the far right supporters and the thugs. You're like, what are you on about? It's the far right that got their heads switched on and they want to unite the kingdom. But no, we twist that. We don't like that because obviously that's with Tommy Robinson and we can't be seen supporting him because we just don't like him. What? That makes zero sense. Absolute prats. Because of that long-standing sad truth, there are pretty well-developed arrangements, principally the responsibility of my colleagues in the police, on the basis of advice from MI5 and others to provide proportionate, sensible precautions in the interest of making sure that any particular targets that may be of more interest than others are proportionally and sensibly protected. The fact is they don't know why, and they keep saying they want to look at the root cause, but they don't. MI5 Director General Sir Ken said his teams have near record volumes of investigations. So it's getting that bad, basically. I wonder why. Oh, yeah, because you've been letting more and more Muslims into the country through his illegal immigration. Oh, but we don't know why. And the war in Gaza, as well as other global events, are part of what spins around in the minds of potential would-be attackers. He added, the phrase I've used today is that terrorism breeds in squalid corners of the internet, where poisonous ideologies or whatever ideology meets chaotic, volatile, individual lives, and that is MI5's consistent experience. Poisonous ideologies of whatever ideology meets Islam. It's Islamic ideology, you absolute prat. You're the Director General of MI5 and you're not willing to say, like, Islamic ideology. You got to say poisonous ideologies or whatever ideology meets chaotic, volatile individual lives. Islamic terrorism. Islamic terrorism, mate. It is hardly ever the case that we see a straight line between world event X and terrorist incident Y. I can't believe he actually said that. Yes, we can. There's a very, very straight line. Islam. Islamic terrorism. Something goes on or not, they don't care. As long as they've got it all planned, that's it. The Islamic terrorist attack will happen. So it's a very straight line. Islam to terrorist to Jew and anyone else who wants to get in their way. Those events are relevant and they do feed into this complex phenomenon. It's not a complex phenomenon, it's bloody Islam, Pillock. But it is nearly always at least as much about individualized social factors. They're just talking absolute pish now. Absolute pish. What are they going on about? Don't know what to mention about that. Al-Qaeda and Islamic State are once again becoming more ambitious, taking advantage of instability overseas to gain further footholds. They are both personally encouraging and indirectly inciting would-be attackers in the West. But we don't know why. Because we don't want to address Islam. Absolutely ridiculous. But yes, I don't know what you can really say about that. I mean, Director General of MI5 who's not willing to say we have a problem with Islam or Islamic terrorism. No, we don't know. So I don't know what to say about that. Islamic terrorism is the root of pure evil. Islam. That's why. But I don't get why he's not willing to say it. I don't get it. Terrorism breeds in squalid corners of the internet, where poisonous ideologies of whatever sort meet volatile, often chaotic individual lives. Islamic terrorism breeds in mosques with their imams and sheikhs. and other parts of the internet, and with them watching things like ISIS, Al Qaeda videos. So Ken McCallum said terrorism breeds in squalid killers of the internet. I know, I read that like 3 times. You keep saying that, but they're trying to really get it away from what it actually is, which is Islam. But the online world could also blur people's motives, making it hard to assess what drives attackers. Oh my God, what Islam drives them? Oh mate, is this man the biggest gonkwomble on the planet? Absolutely. Yes, Nikki, you can share it. You can say whatever his channel is. Of course you can. Free speech, geese. I don't mind. I don't mind, geese. You know, you want to go elsewhere, then shove it. But yeah, no, you've got other channels that are worth watching or whatever. Put them up because I like to see whatever. Because I saw UK Swoosh, is it? I think they were going live today or this evening at a protest somewhere. I was going to have a look, but so Ken said, sadly, we continue to see a concerning number of minors in our national security investigations. 1 in 5 of the 232 terrorism attacks last year were of children under 17. That's the power of Islam. I mean, blimey heck. The fact that they're not willing to say it's Islam, that's what worries me. That's what worries me. But only me headphones, so I know UK Sploosh. He's out and about with the old protests, I believe. UK Sploosh. Marriott Hotel test hunt.
I knew that wasn't going to go to plan.
There's a few people there. I'm not too sure. It says
Well, Callas, Trump won't like
test
that.
hunt. I don't know where that
Trump
is.
will not like that.
Lane audits. Mystic Media. And this one that I'm on now, which is UK Sploosh. But it says the Delta Marriott Hotel protest. Hertfordshire, England. In the borough of Broxbourne, Hertfordshire, England. There we go. Hertfordshire. But yeah, it looks like there's about 3 people there.
Here we go. Let's see what happens this time around, people.
Coppers walking around roundabout on the road. So I'm not too sure like what it is about the Marriott. Is that because obviously illegal immigrants, I assume? obviously. But has there been an incident there?
Right, I'll get me and Winston across the road before... Win, come here. Where are you going? Come here. Win, good boy.
I don't actually know where they're marching from
Before
or
they let the
to.
traffic loose on the other end.
Yeah, they do. It seems to be...
Winston's gone to see his mate. Come on. Thank you, Sue.
I'll get that out. Like I said, this is UK sploosh.
Get back up on the grass.
We'll shout.
Win. Win. I've got my bags, don't you worry. Come on.
Yeah, Pat, they've been putting some in barracks, haven't they? Army barracks and HMOs. Houses of multiple occupancy. Oh dear. Gotta be careful. Music. I get things that goes, oh, you need to edit this bit out because you put music in it and it's this, and I'm like, really? But yeah, it's crazy. But they've got that going on. But I need to. I've got a thing here. Oh, press the wrong button. Press the wrong button. But you won't believe this, like a school employee being killed.
Winston, stop pulling.
But yeah, a good old march there. But school employee dies after being kicked in the chest by a 14-year-old student she was trying to restrain. I mean, wow. It doesn't get any worse than this, does it? A staff member at a residential therapeutic school in Massachusetts has died after she was kicked in the chest by a student. The alleged incident occurred on Wednesday night when Amy Morrell, 53, was working with her fellow staff members to restrain a 14-year-old student at Meadowridge Academy in Swansea who attempted to leave her dorm building without permission. Sounds like blooming could be in England, doesn't it? Swansea and all that, but it's Massachusetts. Morrell collapsed after being kicked in the chest by the student, authorities told CBS Boston. Staff then started CPR and called 911. Morrell was taken to hospital overnight and pronounced dead on Thursday afternoon. The student's name has not been released, but she is now facing charges, the Bristol County District Attorney's Office told CBS Boston. I think so. Based upon the initial investigation, the juvenile was charged with assault and battery, causing serious bodily injury. It's murder, isn't it? And was arraigned this morning in the Fall River Juvenile Court, the District Attorney's Office said. But you're just doing a job. You get kicked. The school's community is deeply saddened by the passing of direct care staff member Amy Morrell. We extend our heartfelt condolences to Amy's family during this difficult time. Support services and resources are available to assist students and staff as we grieve this tragic loss. Literally get killed by a student. I mean, the incident was a horrible accident. You get in a horrible fight, you don't think you're going to hit someone, and then you're going to die right there, especially if you're a kid, Paresh said. So that child's life is probably ruined. Her life is gone. It's just a tragic situation. Meadowridge Academy is a therapeutic residential school providing comprehensive treatment to youth and young adults with mental health issues, behavioural difficulties, and complex trauma histories. And it cost her life. Wow. Take it easy, Slim. Take it easy, Slim. But I mean, that's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, just doing your job, get kicked by a 14-year-old, and that's it. You know, it's getting worse and worse and worse. But there's a few popping out. Oh, someone's been arrested. Let's see if the advert hurries up and that. And then it looks like I can see someone at that protest being arrested.
He's been arrested.
There we are. Yep, he's been arrested. Excuse your language.
Apparently he's getting arrested for moving the cone. That's what I've heard. Hello. Not bad. Just a bit of action. I don't know what he's done. I don't know.
Everyone sounds perplexed as to why he got arrested. Wow. There's one arrest.
He's about. Yeah, he's about here. I've only knew once.
This one is Mystic Media.
I don't know. I heard people saying about moving a cone, but that's
Well, they keep playing.
I don't know why they arrested him.
Music, and we've got to be careful because it picks it up, and then it gives you a copy, not a copyright strike, but copyright says, right, you need to delete this part, which is absolutely stupid. But the see if anyone else is there, but obviously, playing music, you got to be careful. Copyright. It's just ridiculous. It is.
Yeah, code arrest. Cheers, Rebellious Jay. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I think it's 8 o'clock.
There's a fair few people there. This is UK sploosh. Still going on. Just looking at the
Not sloosh. Sploosh.
UK sploosh.
No, not Snoops. He's Snoops.
Yeah, it's saying Prince Andrew will no longer use his royal titles. Buckingham Palace confirmed Friday, years after he was ousted as a senior royal following allegations over his connection to convicted American sex offender, well, paedophile, Jeffrey Epstein. Though the former Duke continued to deny collaborating with the disgraced sex offender, he said he agrees the controversy surrounding him has posed a distraction for the royal family. In discussion with the King and my immediate and wider family, we have concluded the continued accusations about me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first. I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life, Andrew said in a statement shared by Buckingham Palace. He added that with King Charles III's agreement, we feel I must now go a step further. I will therefore no longer use my title or the honours which have been conferred upon me. As I said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me. Yeah, Andrew's late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, stripped him of his privileges and military associations in 2022, making him a royal persona non grata. The decision occurred after a six-piece lawsuit filed against him by Virginia Roberts, who died by suicide in Australia earlier this year, was settled.
Policy is keep up to 20. You keep you up to 20.
That pausing is looking to me.
4 hours or something like that.
Since then, he's only made public appearances at family events, including his parents' funeral and most recently the funeral of Britain Kent Catherine last month.
It's an interesting one.
So there we go. No one's interested in Andrew anyway. You get what you deserve. Paedophile. So
This is Essex Police. It is Essex Police, isn't it? No, it's not. Hertfordshire Police. What am I talking about? James, yeah, sorry, it's Hertfordshire Police, mate.
yeah. Talk about getting stripped, but it seems he's actually like even the heading said like stripped.
Oh, just really, wow.
But as we read on, it says
Guy in my chat
he.
called just, or girl,
But
I'm not sure
I'll
if
go
it's
with
just boy for
stripped
his dog.
because obviously I think he's forced to say he's stripped and
He said that, or
he's
he
stripped.
said in Kent, if you get nicked on a Friday, you're not out till Monday. How mad is
Go
that?
Red Senior.
Lose your whole fucking weekend. That is rough.
Only just come across your channel. Agreed with everything you
Got plans with your
been
family.
making. Keep up the good work. Oh, you're great. Happy days, Joe. Great to have you here, mate. In the comments as well. Happy days. That Nicky, that's great. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they don't say that in
Deserves it.
No.
Your Blaze sounds like you smoke. I don't smoke. I'm on the coffee.
Let him go.
I've got the flu. Oh, poor me. Oh, Nicky's off to investigate Gavin's channel. Have a good one, Nicky. Take it easy. Stay chilled with the dream. Yeah, he is. Somebody saw the Grand Old Duke of York. Yeah. Pathetic. What he done and that, but you know, what goes around comes around. But it's rightly so.
What was that? What was that?
But yeah,
No, you idiot.
Oh, what?
What did she say? The police lady?
No, she said, sorry, what mouthful. She said that she thought it was someone, that she was on about someone else.
Oh.
So, it was the wrong person, they didn't let him go.
No, they've not let him go. Right, wow.
Oh,
My goodness.
that's one arrest then. You don't need arrests at these events. Yeah, I had no choice, mate. I had a heart attack and died for over 3 minutes. So, smoking the Mary Jane caused it. So literally in the hospital for 9 days. I came out, never even touched it. The fear of death, that is. Literally.
Oh, what, who else?
But
Well, who else is she talking about then?
heart stopped.
Who
You
else
name
could
it.
you possibly be talking about?
Exactly. She said he.
Oh my goodness.
She said he.
It's strange that bloke been arrested, but no one knows why. But yeah, I think that's long overdue. Having Prince Andrew's World title stripped. Long overdue. So that's all good. That's good news. That's good news. So
Is it injunction they can give you? You can't go
Correct.
a certain amount of meters or miles between
Correct.
hotels.
Certain places, yeah. They can even categorise it and say like protests that you're not allowed within a certain distance of any protest. They can
well,
do
after
for
that
as well.
arrest, it all seems to be quite chilled out.
They still be doing these Palestine marches now everything's sorted out.
Well, yeah, I went to one the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, mate.
But all those people, no one knows
Last
why it's
weekend in
arrested.
London, the biggest one they've ever had.
Yeah, but was that before?
But
That
just
was
so you
a
can
gr-
see, let me
yeah, that was
small
a
it.
great-
You can
it
see
was great.
UK
And they
Sploosh,
still did it.
But
the
now
channel,
just
worth
allowed to
subscribing. He
police.
does live. Got
They'll still do it. Yeah, yeah, of course they will.
1,980 subscribers.
Problem's over though, isn't it? Really not?
Oh yeah.
So go subscribe, support him, do your
I thought this ain't
thing.
gonna happen if these fuckers get kicked
Oh,
out.
happy days.
I mean, maybe a couple of times after. You never know, do you?
Yeah, yeah.
So we've
But at
had
least it'll be peaceful though.
Keir Starmer slap down Sadiq Khan. Prince Andrew's had his
His son is still
titles
up for doing
stripped.
flags.
Yeah, he will, yeah. I'll go home and put my little boy to bed and
How
Alright.
good's that?
whatnot, and I'll try and get
Come back out, yeah.
And now we need to do something to try and
right down to the pond.
not only unite the kingdom, but
Yeah,
protect.
what is that about with the
The
villa gang?
Jews.
Someone said that about in the chat there. I saw it on the news earlier.
Oh, yeah, Maccabi Haifa, they weren't allowed any Israeli fans. in the
But
country.
Yeah.
this is UK
They are
Sploosh,
is
so
racist.
obviously.
They are trying to sort that out, yes.
Which is racist.
Looking at someone the wrong way is blooming racist, isn't it?
Because Tommy's gone to Tel Aviv, hasn't he?
Yep.
and he was talking to the governor there.
He's in Israel.
Big boss man. And they were talking about that exact subject.
Really? He's out of order.
And he was adamant it's racist. And I'm in full agreement. How can you not see that as racist? Because they're from Israel and they're presumably Jewish people, right? They're not what? They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to go to the game, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's on it. UK sploosh is on it.
Why does our government have to recognise Palestine as a state?
Why
That's
does
a
our
crazy
government
world
get
we
involved
live in.
half of the shit it gets involved in across the board?
Ain't your business, keep your nose out.
Yeah. I think the focus should be on our country. Our government should focus on our country and sorting our country
I do
out, right?
understand when we started to help Ukraine. I do understand
Oh no
that.
shit, yeah. But even so, I know it sounds a bit harsh, but also not directly our problem.
No, definitely not.
It was good of them to do that,
Yeah.
but directly not our problem.
I don't want to get involved with Russia.
No, but that technically is, though, isn't it?
North Korea or
That
China,
technically is getting involved and being on the wrong side of Russia.
Yeah. The one man we all thought could do it, Trump ain't done anything yet.
No.
He thought he'd be able to get through to his so-called mate Putin.
Well, yeah, but he thought he had a better relationship with Putin than he did.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's ended up with him, I don't know, Putin is the most unpredictable bloke in the world.
Yeah.
The most unpredictable bloke in the world.
Well, my mate
Putin's
was
just
Russian.
dangerous.
He's twice, he's Russian. He knows my opinion, he don't obviously believe it and like it, but the way I see it, Putin is a cunt. They see it different. My mate says that Ukrainians started the war. I don't know.
There's to be a few people there today at this.
Who started it? But Putin definitely underestimated Ukraine.
You don't stand outside a hotel full of people you're saying you're protecting your children from. That's an interesting statement, isn't it? You don't stand outside a hotel full of people you're saying you're protecting your children from. Why not? Like, why not? Like, why can't we stand outside the hotel? I'm confused. How
Anything, I
strange.
would like to go to fucking Palestine or whatever and fucking build a church because they're trying to do that over here.
Please tell us your views, James, and if you have any children, that would be a good start.
Yeah.
Let us know, mate.
We've got fucking children over in bloody Epping, children in fucking over in the Lee Valley, children in Hoddesdon.
Let us
people
know.
hiding in bushes
Let us
and
know your
burkas.
views, James. Let us know.
Would you like it if a man hiding in a burqa, hiding in a bush outside your kid's school?
This is UK sploosh if you want to subscribe and follow. All happy days. All happy days. I've been through my news, I've done what I need to do, so it's all happy days. And I'll be back Saturday at 3 p.m. with all what's going on. So it's all good.
No. James is saying that the kids that are physically here now.
That's just disgraceful and disgusting.
He's saying because of the risks of these type of people. James,
We'll have a look at that. We'll have to probably go through that on Saturday at 3 o'clock. That's ridiculous. But it's all happy days. Catch me Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. I'll be live. Saturday sometimes can be earlier because like there's so much going on or whatever. I'll see what protests are going on here, there, and everywhere.
James, don't you worry. That would be
All good.
the kids that are here are
Thanks
safe.
to everyone for watching, being in the chat. I can't believe the Vatican. That's ridiculous. Why would you want a Muslim prayer? Oh, I don't get it. Why would you do that? If you turn around to someone in a mosque and say, "Can I have somewhere where I can pray as a Christian?" they'd throw you out. Literally throw you out. But obviously they expect you to bend over backwards for them and their horrible ideology that just oppresses women and kills Jews, and it's just pure hatred, and evil, and satanic. Like I say, and their prophet that marries a 6-year-old. I mean, blimey heck. Yeah, it's blooming. You know, the thing is, though, the word religion in itself is not Islam, is it? Islam is a cult. It's all about death. So, you know, if you follow something and you're a slave to God, that's wrong. So, but absolutely crazy,
Try to be, Sue. If I'm busy, I'm busy. But yeah.
pure evil. I was baptized Roman Catholic as a child. I've now fully abandoned that church. Oh, fair play, mate. Fair play. Yeah, but Tommy's putting some up and that. I'll probably have a look at them tomorrow. I'll have a look to see. But obviously, we've got to leave them up for a bit, make sure his people all watch them, and then we'll have a look. Because I left it for a couple of days to see, you know, there's a few videos. So yeah, it was all good. And then I'll have a look tomorrow or maybe Sunday. But I'm live Saturday and Sunday around 3 p.m. But like I said, Saturday sometimes ends up being earlier because there's so much going on. I end up like, oh, well, I need to go live now because, you know, it's all happening. Depending on protests, this, that, and everything else, and what's going on in London. So,
2 people got arrested tonight already.
yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I think Tommy's going to be uploading regularly, so we'll keep an eye on all that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've not abandoned God. I've abandoned a church that has abandoned. That makes sense, mate. That makes sense. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Jewish people loving him. It's so good to see. Yep, I'm with him. All you need to know, Jesus was a Jew. So there you go. God's God's people. I have no issue with Jews. I'd rather be surrounded by 20 billion Jews than Muslims and Islamists. But, you know, I don't understand how you know, you can read the Quran and go, oh, yeah, that sounds religious, not like a death
Lane has always
cult,
got some Crocs on.
and understanding, like, you know, who the prophet is and all the rubbish that's written in there, all the scientific errors and man, a 6-year-old, blah, blah, blah. It's just, it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't get how people can, like, you know, in their head and say, oh, I'd justify a 57-year-old marrying a 6-year-old. Yeah, that's normal. He's definitely a prophet from God. And he said, I feel like I had my aorta cut when he got poisoned by the Jewish woman. And how does a fake prophet die? Aorta cut. So there you go. He basically admits that he's a fake prophet. I like to say I'm a follower of Christ because the denominations are just not what they used to be.
Yeah, Lane's got something.
Yeah, well, I think we could do with Christ coming back about now. Oh no, it's me, geese. I'm Christ. Just decided. That's blasphemy. End up having another heart attack, courtesy of a present from God, who I make out I'm Jesus. Okay, cool, Jesus though.
Hey, Williams, yeah, that never happens. Also, this building is essentially one level.
Fairview Coppers there. I'll turn the thing down because there's music and whatnot, and I've got to be careful. But not heard anything about the arrest. That was his one and only prophecy. He correctly prophesied his own false prophethood. Yeah, he did. He did. But you don't go around slaughter a whole family, and the surviving woman, the wife and mother, who then offers to make you dinner. You don't say yes, do you? Because obviously she's going to poison him. He had a horrible death as well. Apparently, took him years to die. Yeah, you'd have to be a very stupid person or a complete wrong'un to read the Quran and follow it, in my opinion. That's what I mean. The delusions are real. I mean, I've got one behind me. And some of it, like, yeah, I feel thicker. I actually feel thicker. I read some of the Quran. There's like weird little yin yum dum at the beginning of it. And you're like, what the hell's that all about? It's just randomly thrown in there. I mean, if it's not Satan's book, I don't know what is. Literally. The Quran is bad. The hadith of people like Imam Bukhari are pure evil. Yeah, it just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a lot I don't get. But blimey, I mean, yeah, there's just so much wrong with the Quran. You can say which Quran, because there's about 30 of the blooming things. There's only one, not one dot, not one word change, and then you're like, oh, we've got these books here. I think it's a Hatun Tash found like 26 Qurans, over 100,000 differences. Like, say no more. I mean,
That's a good start, isn't it?
the jury's not even out. The jury came back straight away and went fake. Boom.
That's what they said as well.
But Islam is not a religion. That's Lane Audits, that bloke who just passed down the right, I believe. Lane Audits, he's there. At Mystic Media. And what this is the feed from UK Sploosh, so show him some love. Yep. Especially Sahira Bakari 5134, with Aisha actually narrating that she got married at 6 and consummated the marriage at 9. I mean, that in itself, like, oh, this and oh, that, and your kings, and you're like, what? It's about a prophet from God, and you're saying, but you're kings. It's not really the same, is it? It's a prophet from God, you melon. Oh, but they were older back then. They didn't start recording their age till they were 10. Oh, shut up. I've heard so many different excuses. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, I mean, I need to dive in and a bit more read myself, and I need to get through that Quran a bit more as well. But like I say, I mean, end up putting it down, I get a headache because I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. It's just so baffling, especially the word of God. I mean, you think it'd be infallible, but I mean, there's more wrong with it than what's right with it. I mean, blimey heck. Don't know what I can say. But anyway, that is it for this evening. I must shoot. It's time to chill with the wife.
Sounds
So,
not. No. I'm here.
that's now what I like. They actually started menstruating later because of malnutrition. Oh, they said, "Oh no, there was more injury." Oh yeah, they got so many different like comebacks that not any of them work. Not any of them.
Okay, so the sergeant's just confirmed that he wasn't
Hmm.
arrested for moving a cone. It's something.
Yeah, that's basically it, JK. Yeah, perfect. But if he's alive today, he'd be a Prince Andrew, wouldn't he? So it's all good. It's all good. So yes. Yeah, make sure you lot all in the chat have a good night. I'm gonna shoot. I'm back tomorrow at 3 PM. Might be earlier, so keep your eyes and ears open, depending on what's going on in London here, then everywhere the protests. I'm gonna have a look at what else Tommy Ronson posted in the world of glorious Israel or happy days. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Got through those little news stories. It's been interesting. It's good to hear that Prince Andrew has been stripped of his titles. Yep, happy days. I'm happy about that. And it's just marvelous that Starmer's given Sadiq Khan a slap down. It's all good. So happy days. Yes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alhamdulillah. Still happy days. Cheers to you, please. Happy days. And yes, enough is enough, my friend. Yes, it is, Jaco. But be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow at 3 PM or possibly earlier, depending on what's going on. So make sure you all stay safe, relax, have a beer, have a coffee, whatever you do to relax, make sure you do it. That's all I can say. So thank you very much for watching. And again, like and subscribe. And until tomorrow, that is the wizard's words.